Good afternoon, everyone. This is Gail, the Asset Development Coordinator for the Ohio Association of Food Banks, the home of the Ohio Benefit Bank. This afternoon, I'm going to be doing a training here for the CFR Prepaid Debit Card. And I think it looks like almost everybody is finished logging in. So we're going to go on and get started. Okay. I wanted to introduce you to the Community of Finance Resources. They are a nonprofit agency, and their mission as a nonprofit agency is to help agencies like ours to research, source, develop, and to basically beat all the bushes to find products that our clients can use at either a low or no cost. And because we do not have, and I'm sure you don't either, have the staff nor the resources to be able to do this. So this is what the Community Finance Resource does. They have, excuse me, they have other products that we will expand into over the next couple of years. For example, loans that work very much like a payday loan, except for without the high rate and without the chance of you going into debt with these products. So that's one of the products. They also have a long-term loan that a person can actually start building credit on. And they have some other products, some savings products that we might be able to access at a later date. But right now we are just beginning with the CFR card. The challenge of our client is that across the United States, only 1 in every 5 households has a checking account that they can utilize, which makes getting a check cash expensive, makes it difficult. Purchasing online can become an issue. I know that you can get a PayPal account, but getting money to that PayPal account just becomes an issue when you are not banked. Also, we have several people across the United States that are considered as underbanked. Underbanked, for the most part, is a person who may have a savings or a checking account, but it is too expensive to utilize that account. Or they have overdrawn the account and they do not want to have money deposited to it because, of course, all of the fees and everything would just eat up their poor little paycheck. So that's where the CFR comes into play. The CFR card works very well. I have used this card along with several other cards. There are some things that this card does not do that I am not real happy with, but I think there are things that we could work past, and also that we can hopefully that U.S. Bank will be willing in the future to actually add. But there is no fee. A lot of the other cards do charge a fee. They do have all the bells and whistles. So without all the bells and whistles, and there's no fee. So with the CFR card, you can make purchases, you can pay bills, you can get cash from any U.S. bank or from a U.S. bank or an ATM that takes this card, and you can get cash for free. You can also go inside any bank and withdraw money, cash from your card from a teller, and U.S. Bank will not charge you a fee. You can do additional things like you can load cash on, but that needs to be loaded on from an approved loading station. For example, Walmart is one. They do charge a fee. It's a little bit short of $5. It's $4 and some odd cents. But you can do direct deposit from your payroll, your tax refund, even your benefits, whether it's Social Security, SSI, or TANF. You can have those dollars deposited on this card also, and there is no fee. So there are a couple of options that you have. One is that you have your primary card and you're the only person on it. You can have a joint account. A joint account does charge, for the first card it's free. For the second card it would be $5. So if you were married, that person would have a card, and that card would be $5. Or you can have what is called a shared fund account. This works very well if you have children that you wanted to teach them how to budget money. You as the primary card holder would have the card, and then you could transfer dollars onto a second card for a child, like say it was their allowance. Okay. The card fee structure is this. Direct deposit is free. Cash back with any purchase is free. Withdrawal from a U.S. bank or a MoneyPass ATM is free. The Visa bill pay is free. But like I said, if you use the joint account, the first card is free, and then it's $5 per card after that. The convenience of this card is that there's no monthly maintenance fee, no fee to purchase, online account management at excelpay.com. So that is also can be used for free. Your Visa bill pay is at billeo.com, and it is also free. Phone support. This number is also on the back of the card in case your client needs to call the bank or needs to call a cell pay. A cell pay is U.S. Bank's online banking. Okay, so you cannot go inside of a U.S. bank and have them deposit money on that card. You can go inside a U.S. bank and withdraw money from your card, but you cannot deposit money onto your card. Some of the safeguards that this card has, it has text messaging or email balance alerts. You can set up like 3 different types. You can set up an alert for any deposits that are made. You can set up an alert if you get low. So let's say I want to know when I get to $50. Okay, it will alert me. It will also alert me when I get to 0 if I want. Online, you can also check all your transaction history. All overdrafts are suppressed. You cannot overdraw this card. no minimum balance is required. Some of the other cards I have tried that have a lot of bells and whistles, if you do, there is no fee for it, but if you do not maintain a minimum balance, um, they will charge you a fee. This one has no fee for any balance. So that makes it very easy to use if you have a child that you wanted to put their allowance on this card. Or if a grandparent wants to add money to this card for their grandchild, um, you can do that, and there is no fee if that card only has a balance of maybe $20 a month, or whatever the amount of money that you're putting on there. It is FDIC insured. It is also regulated by the FDIC Regs E. Uh, FDIC Regs E is for electronic transfer. It is also protected by the Visa protection. So when you are working with your clients and doing some education on the front side, you will need to do to let them know that as often as they can, use it as a credit. You go to Kroger's, you buy your groceries, you'll want to click on credit, not debit, because when you use it as credit, I only use mine as debit when I'm trying to get cash. Let's say I go to CVS and I get me a Diet Pepsi, and then I ask for cash back. And because I need some cash in my pocket, I ask for either $10 or $20 back. That is the only time I click debit. Every other time I use it, I click credit. That way, I am protected by Visa's credit against unauthorized or disputed transactions. As I said, the fee schedule, it is free to open. There are no monthly fees. There are no signature or PIN purchase fees. PIN purchase is a debit. Signature is when you click on, you want it to use it as a credit. Direct deposit, there's no fee. Now, if you do load it, like I said, at Walmart, you want $500 at the casino and you want to load that on your card, it will cost you between $2 and $4.95. I do know that both Walmart and Giant Eagle, I think it's Giant Eagle, they both, no, it's not Giant Eagle, it's Myers. Myers and Walmart, they both charge $4.95. Cash back with the purchase is free. ATM withdrawal from U.S. Bank or MoneyPass is free. ATM balance inquiry is free. Now, there may be a charge from the bank if you are not using a U.S. Bank or MoneyPass. If you're using, let's say, PNC is a MoneyPass, so that's not a good example. Oh, I know, Huntington. Huntington is not a MoneyPass bank. So if you are using the Huntington and you do an ATM balance inquiry, Huntington will charge you a fee, but MoneyPass or U.S. Bank will not charge you a fee. Other ATM withdrawals, they will charge you, U.S. Bank will charge you $1.50. Depending on what the bank charges you, there may be an additional $3 or $4 charge from the bank. Okay. Bank teller withdrawals, those are free. Card issues, though Visa cards issued through Vita sites have fees for these items, which means if you open this account for a person at a tax clinic and they go to a teller to withdraw their money from a bank that is not a U.S. bank, there may be a fee, okay? ARC money transfers, those are, let's say I wanted to send money to another card holder. That's free. An online bill payment, that is also free. So for you to enroll your agency into this program, as an agency, you want to enroll your agency into this program. What your counselors would do would be to log into cfrcard.org. They would need your username and password. Okay, you can have one username and password for the entire agency if you like, and give it to all your counselors, or you can set up an account for each individual counselor. The one thing about having it under just one agency username and password is that you can pull down a report and see all of your clients that you have opened, that your counselors have opened an account for. And let's say in, I don't know, a couple of months, you might want to contact each one of them to find out how things are going with them, if they are having any difficulties with the card. The number one fee for the last couple of years with this card, or with any prepaid debit card, have all been when clients have used it out of network. So it's a real good thing every now and then to give your clients a call or to email them and remind them to stay inside a network. Remind them what the rules are on the card. To receive a direct deposit slip, to actually to turn into your HR department. You will also receive that through cfrcard.org when you set up an account for your client. You'll get one of these that you'll want to print off. The cool thing about this card is that this card does arrive in the mail within 7 business days. It has always arrived either on the day or a day before their direct deposit of their tax refund. Okay, so I have used this card for the last 3 years with clients and have not had any problem with the card arriving late. So when you want to enroll your client, what you will do is that, and this makes it really cool, doing an enrollment during tax season, especially at a tax clinic, because of the fact that the client is there. They have all this information with them. They have their Social Security, either their card or their driver's license, or you already know what their Social Security number is because it's on their W-2. Address, okay, no P.O. box, it needs to be a street address. Phone number, their date of birth. When you have logged in, this is what it looks like once you or your counselors have actually logged in. Now you will get login information, and I will give you the documents that you will need to be able to finish that, to get your own login for your agency. But this is where you would come when yourself or your client has logged in to set up an account for your clients. They will use their username and password. And then right there where it says requested by and it says Community Finance Resources, that would be your agency's name. Okay? For example, when I log into this, it says Young Adult Community Development. When someone else may log in, let's say somebody from the United Way, they're in Knox County, it would say Knox County, or it says United Way of Knox County. However you set it up, it would have your agency's name up there. Same as when you log into the Benefit Bank, it has your agency's name on there. Okay, so there are 2 types of card. There is a CFR premium card. That is a card that can be used 365 days, and you can have your clients, they can do direct deposit to this card. There's also what is called a one-time use card. Let's say the person, they said, well, I already have a checking account, but I would like to have my refund put on a separate card. Okay, it's called a one-time use card, and that is because it is only used to download a person's refund. Now that card can be reactivated every year. So it's not like a one-time use. You can only use it once and you throw it away. The client needs to keep that card so next year they can also download their next year's refund on it. But for the most part, most clients that I have worked with anyway have all signed up for the premium card because they do want to do direct deposit. You fill in all their information across here, their name, their address, very much like you do with the benefit bank. And it lets you know off to the side the format that it wants. I know in the benefit bank, we don't necessarily have to use dashes and what have you. Here they want to, excuse me, I must be sucking in a lot of air. Here they do. They want to see the dashes and the cell phone numbers. Make sure that the client does have an email account before you start this process. If they do not, help them sign up for an email account. The alternative ID is only if this person, you are not sure who this person is. Let's say this person does not have a W-2. They're not in to get their taxes done. And or if they are there to have their taxes done, and they have an ITN number. Okay, they are not a U.S. citizen, but they do have an ITN number and they are able to work. That would be an alternative ID. Other than that, if they have Social Security numbers, that is not an alternative ID. And then you would just hit next. Next, you would want to enter in their personal information. You'll enter in their Social Security number again. They want the format with the dashes, 3 numbers a dash, 2 numbers a dash, and then 4 numbers. You'll need to enter it in twice and including their birth date, and this is the format for the birth date. This is how you would see it when you would need to review it. Okay, make sure everything is correct. If it's not, you can go previous and repair it, or you can click finish. Up here, I want to point this out. Up here, this should be the administrator's name. Okay, if you put an account up for everybody, it would have that counselor's name. If you just had one account for the whole agency and you gave that information out to all your clients, then it would just have the one administrator's name, whoever filled out the information. Enrollment request confirm. This right here is really cool. It usually only takes a few minutes. It will tell you that it's pending. It's waiting to check to make sure that Social Security number is correct. Okay. And then it will give you the confirmation number. It will also give you a sheet after this confirmation page. You will also be able to pull down another sheet that will give you the account number and a routing number so that you can enter that information into that client's electronic file so that they can have their money directly deposited into their account. Another option is if your agency does not want to sign up to be a CFR site, you can help your clients sign up directly from CFR. Okay? Your agency does not need a login for this. You would just go to enrollcfr.org. This is their uh, self-serve site. Then let the client complete all the information for themselves, okay? And once they are finished, then they will see this page. They need to verify it. They will click Finish down in the bottom. And then this one here, this is the page that they would get that would let them know that they do have an account. Okay, there will also be an additional page that will give them the account number, the routing number, everything that they need to be able to have their money electronically deposited onto their account. The security check on your end is that the law requires that the person have a social security number. They can use an I-10 number, but it needs to be a legally given number. Okay. Everybody enrolls will receive a personalized CFR prepaid debit card in the mail. If further ID is necessary, the card will not activate, so they'll get on the phone with the person. The information will be in their card that they need to call them to get further ID validation. And that's only if the Social Security number does not pass the first validation. Okay, they check with Social Security, make sure that the number is correct. Once the second validation has been completed, then the person's card will be ready for use. But you wouldn't have to worry about this. This would be on the client's end. Once they receive the card, they will know whether or not their card can be activated or not. Cardholder orientation. Now, this is your responsibility as a CFR counselor, for lack of a better word. You will be provided with everything that you will need, including what is called the CFR orientation handout. And with this handout, it has quite a bit of information on it. You're going to want to review it with your client. What I do is about 10 days after I have reviewed this with the client, I call them, ask them if they have any questions, remind them about what it says on the CFR card. Okay, so remind them about what happens if you use the card out of network, and that kind of thing. You will provide to each person information about the fact that they will receive in the mail in 8 to 10. We tell them 8 to 10 days. That's just like we'd say 8 to 10 days on your refund. But we know that in 7 days, more than likely everything is going to show up. Okay. Arrange for direct deposit of income. They'll have a form there. Let them know that they can take that to the HR department so that they can have their paycheck directly deposit, but you would make sure that you would have arranged a direct deposit of their tax return. You'll want to go over how to load cash onto the card and what the fee is to load cash onto the card. You also want to talk to the client about a plan to save money, how they can transfer money to a joint account, and how they can track expenses and create a budget. Um, this right here is the form that they would get to encourage direct deposit. Okay, on this form, it will have their uh, routing number, and then here they would need to put in their customer ID number and pass this on, complete it and sign it, date it, and pass that on and give it to their HR department. Um, this right here is, why direct deposit? Um, the one thing about this is not a bank account. This is an online account. And they may not have ways to get their money directly deposited. Problems with a regular bank account are that you have garnishments and other service issues. Okay, so with this, they wouldn't have those problems. Using direct deposit is fast and easy. You won't have to worry about having any missed checks or lost any check. I don't know how many of you are aware of, but in March of 2013, that is the last month that the Treasury Department will be sending out Social Security checks, whether it is regular Social Security, SSA, or if it's SSI or SSDI. Social Security will no longer submit checks. So all of our clients will need to find other ways, and one of the ways to do that is to do that this way through direct deposit into a prepaid debit card. Okay, you can avoid check cashing fees, and it's easier to resolve problems if someone else has used your card without your authorization. I went into the Kroger's Bank Friday, and I was surprised, truly surprised, that when I turned that corner at the at their resource counter, I don't know what they call that anymore, but there were a number of people standing in line with their paychecks, getting them cashed. And at Kroger's, I don't know if they do this anymore, but it used to be, Kroger's would charge you a $2 fee. This was a long time ago, because $2 fee. They would charge us a $2 fee to get your check cashed, but they would give you a $2 gift certificate that you could use, if you purchase food or whatever out of Kroger's, you could use it. I don't know if they do that anymore, but I was rather surprised at the people that were standing in line. I kind of wish I had with me my information about the CFR cards. I would have passed them out. So I'm going to have some in my bag. So the next time I go through there, and I think I will make it my business to go into Kroger's as on a Friday. Like I said, I was really surprised to see people were standing in line still trying to cash checks. So the card fulfillment package, you will be responsible. Not you will be responsible. You'll want to let your client know that once they will receive an envelope that has their Visa card and other information in it. It's a very nondescript envelope. It's just white, plain, okay, with a little window in it. So let your client know not to throw that away. But the card will be in there. The fee schedule will be in there, okay, the same one that we just reviewed. The card terms and condition of use will be in there. The privacy policy, purchase a security agreement, and how to use the card guide. The how to use the card guide is really nifty. It is both in English and in Spanish, and it's really nifty to have. The how-to guide that it comes, it tells you how to use the card for purchasing, how to get cash back, using it at an ATM, customer service options, and using the internet to access your account. It's really nifty. I pulled mine out the other day to take a good look at it again, and it answers a lot of questions. So if your client wants to locate uh, where they can load a card, like at the Walmart or at the Myers store, if they go to this site, they can do that. If they want to locate MoneyPass free ATMs, you just do moneypass.com. Also, if you want to locate U.S. bank ATMs in your area and convenient check cashing places, you just go to usbank.com. Also, your client can use the online customer service at excelpay.com. With this, they will need to have their card. So once their card comes in the mail, they can sign up for this. They'll have a PIN and a CVV number that's on the back. They will need to establish an ID and a password. And they also have, I don't know, I'm assuming that they have it on the Android, but I do, yes, they do have it on Android. I remember seeing it. But if you have a smartphone, they have a free app that you can download and keep track of your card activity, okay, and view what they call a mini statement that will give you all of your most recent transactions. The customer service phone number, the clients can call customer service and talk to a live person for free 3 times per month, okay? But it is always free if they are having a problem. Let's say someone's used their card and that is a problem that needs to be resolved. You can call as many times as you need to for free. But if you're calling to because you have some questions, you want to report a lost or stolen card, you forgot your PIN, any of those kinds of things. If you need to call the customer service for anything else, you can call them 3 times a month for free. So, if your card does not arrive on time, have your client give you a call so that you can intervene for them by going to support@crf.org. Okay? You know how when a client is leaving a tax clinic and you give them final steps, you know, the next steps, like if you don't receive your refund within 10 days, give us a call back. Let us know what's going on. That's the same thing with your CFR. Let your client know that you're going to be there to help them. If they have any issues or questions, you can help them get in contact with the CFR support. So some next steps for you are, if you want to do this, then what you would need to do is to contact me. I am your CFR point person. I will need to discuss with you the enrollment process that you want to take. So you need to decide, do we just want to have one username, ID and username that you give out to every counselor so that you can make sure that your clients are kept up to date on what's going on. You might want to offer them to enroll them if you have a financial literacy program that you want to make available to them. If you want to contact them during the year and do some food stamp outreach, whatever it is that you think that you might want to be able to get in touch with these clients and offer them some other financial education options, you might want to do it that way. Or if you want each and every counselor to have their own login name, you need to decide that, and so that when you and I talk over the phone and we get you signed up and get things sent out to you. We also have brochures, we have posters, and different things that can be ordered, okay? Sign-up cards, and those kinds of things you can order. One of the other things that I would suggest that you may even want to sign up for the card yourself or some of your staff. That way you can test the card out, see if you like it or not. Also, it's also real helpful not only to see if you like it or not, but also if a client has a question, you can explain some things to them. For example, one of the major questions is about gas. With a prepaid debit card, a lot of times they automatically put a $75 hold on your money when you pay at the pump, because they have no idea if you're buying $20 worth of gas or $100 worth of gas, okay? Well, I don't know about you, but I cannot have somebody holding $75 of my money for any length of time. Okay, I may not even have $75. So what I do, and I tell all my clients this, because I have the card and I've experienced that and I want to help them, I tell them what I do. If I need to buy gas, I take my card, I go inside, I don't pay at the pump. I go inside and I tell them I want to buy $20, $15, $30, whichever amount of money I was going to buy in gas. I tell them I want to buy that much gas, and I give them my, or I swipe my card, okay? And it becomes a cash purchase of $20 on this card, okay? And that's how much gas the pump will allow me to pump. I don't do it at the pump. I do it inside. So, did anybody have any questions? If you happen to have any questions, down in the question box there, go on and enter in your question. While you are doing that, I do want to pull up the forms. This right here, form that I'm pulling up right here, this is the card orientation form. This right here, I review it with the client before I print out their, as we're entering in their information, and then I review it with them again before they leave me. And I explain to them, about when their card will arrive, about the penalties, how to arrange direct deposit, how they can load money on, and that this is the website. And I also explain to them about the cost, because you also will have with you this form. This right here is a flyer. You can fold it right in half. And on the back side of this flyer, it has the fee structure. So I always make sure that I go through the fee structure with them and explain to them that it is free as long as you stay inside of network. Okay, so you'll have this form. How to set up a savings plan, how they are going to want to start thinking about saving money, and also looking at a budget. And this right here gives you a real quick and easy, down and dirty. Okay, can you hear me now, Beverly? Yes. Okay, great. Great. Now, where did you where did it fall off that you couldn't hear me? What was I saying? Okay. Okay, great. Okay. Well, what I was answering your question, um, that you were asking about another card, if they've already established one. If they have already established a uh, a, a card through the what is it called? The Treasury Department, and I think their card is called Go Direct. That card you cannot download any money, uh, your refund. It can only take benefits. This card will take benefits and your refund. So if they have a card and they want to load their uh, refund on, you're going to want to make sure that that card, they can actually load refund on it. Okay. So if no one else has any other questions, I am going to end this call. I want to say thank you very much to everyone for coming today. This the email is so that you can contact the client. Okay, that's if you are using. Uh, if you are going to be a CFR rep and use the card, then the email is so that you can contact that client. We are expecting people to um, um, bring this full circle. We want you to contact your client. We want to make sure that this is going to be a as successful for them as it is for you. You're going to want to contact them, remind them about um, the fees. Okay, for some reason or another, every now and then we get real comfortable with, oh, it's just $1, it's just $2, it's just $3. To add that up over the year, it can be quite expensive. Okay, so also you as a representative, we are hoping that you will include this into any financial opportunities or financial development that you have. Okay. Olivia, you asked, do we use your email to contact you? Oh, wait a minute. Yes. Yes, you can contact me at any time with any questions, or if you want to move on to the next step, um, please feel free to email me. Um, if they lose their card, what normally happens um, when they call in to report it, they will shut down that account and they will submit to you a new card. Okay, um, that happens. Quite often. I had it happen to me. Um, just shut the car down, issue you out a new one. Yes, Vita sites can also use this process. And then Beverly, you asked if the email address is a required field. I'm not exactly sure if it's a required field or not. I always enter in someone's email address. So like I said, so that I can get back with them to let them know, um, of other financial opportunities. I know there, Beverly, in Hancock County, you guys have Hancock Saves. You may want to connect this person up with Hancock Saves. Okay. Looking through the questions, I think um, that is everybody. I think that's all my questions. So at the end of this call, um, so I am going to end this call, and I will be sending out to everyone those copies that I said I was going to, and then let me know if you want us to create a username and login for all of your, for your site. Just remember, my big question is going to be, how do you want to utilize this? Um, and then we can move forward on from there. And you can also order other materials online. Okay? So if there are no other questions, I will be sending this out. Yes, I can send you out a copy of the PowerPoint if you like. Okay. What is online at OBB? I'm not exactly sure. You said online at OBB. I think you had a conversation going on in your head there. No, the free marketing materials for the CFR are not through the OBB. They are actually through the CFR. Sure. I will. I'm not just sending this out to Beverly. I'm sending all of these things out to everybody that's on the call today. Yes, I will send out the PowerPoint along with those documents that you saw. Okay. You're welcome. Great then. Okay. I'm assuming that's it because we had like a flurry of questions there right at the end. Most people wanted to make sure I would send them the PowerPoint. Yes, I will send out everything. So I want to say thank you very much to everyone who was on the call today. And I don't know if you know this or not, but it's actually, I think, about 42 days till tax season begins. Oh, okay, be still my heart. So let's let's all get all the things that we need. If you are in need of anything, please feel free to either email your CO, not CO, RC, your regional coordinator, or you can just email me. I will make sure that you get everything that you need. We want this to be a extremely successful tax season. This will be our 6th year out. We have every year we have hit goal. We have surpassed any goal. I don't even set a goal for taxes anymore. So we are looking forward to having a fabulously successful year. So anything that you need, if there is something that you cannot find that you think you might need, give me a holler on an email. If we do not already have it, we will make it up for you. Okay? So thank you very much, and everyone have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.